This video will show you how you can issue what we call a quick check out of the general ledger. We call it a quick check because it allows you to skip over the whole accounts payable process of entering an invoice, posting it, and then paying it. This allows you just to print the check and it will make the entry in your general ledger. One thing to note, if you do a quick check from general ledger, you will not find it in your vendor history reports in accounts payable. That said, I'm going to go into general ledger, and it's up on the top menu under general ledger. You will see general ledger check writing, and it brings up this screen that looks like a check. So visually this is a pretty easy screen to follow. You would put your check number in. A lot of people, if it was automatically taken out of their account, they might type in ACH there for the check number. It's totally up to you. Check date, amount of the check, paid to the order of, you would type in who it's to, optional memo if you would like. Now the key portion of this is this bottom half of the screen. This is where you need to tell TruckOne which expense account to match this up to. So you'll always start with department number, and that'll always be 000. The account number, you can click and get a list of your chart of accounts. Depending on what it is, most of them are in the 5, 6, 7, and 8 thousands in TruckOne. And this was to Verizon, and I see I do have a communication expenses account, so I'm going to post it to that. And then again, you can type in a description if you would like. So when you're looking at it in the general ledger, you know what it is. Then if you would like to print the check, you would leave the check mark on print. Now if this was something that came out of your account, you don't need to print a check. You can simply unselect print, and then you would just come down and hit save. And that would go ahead and actually book that check for you. I can show you what entry that made. I'll go to View Entries. And I dated that check for today, so I'm going to put the current date in. And it shows, I'll hit Update here. So here I can see the entry that it just made for me. So it went ahead and took the $1,000 out of my cash account, and it went ahead and debited my communication expense account. So when you go to do a bank rec, that's still going to show up as a check for you, even though it's not in accounts payable. And that's all there is to writing a check from your general ledger.